I'm a stay-at-home mom. I live in sunny California in the San Francisco area. But I met my husband on the other side of the country in Massachusetts. And we have 3 children who are school-aged. Before I found North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell, I used to read historical fiction and non-fiction history. I used to read a lot about the Civil War, and Abraham Lincoln was a favorite subject. My favorite author now is Elizabeth Gaskell. Of course, it's Elizabeth Gaskell who influenced my writing because it was her book that started everything. And I love her because she writes real characters who have feelings and emotions and passions, but she also touches on really important social issues. She's also encouraging compassion among everyone, all classes. And of course, she supports the importance of every individual. Everybody counts. I usually read probably 2 or 3 books in a month, usually something that's not fiction, something that I'm learning or something I'm interested in. And I'm trying to catch up on all the classics that I never read, all the wonderful authors like Dickens and Bronte, Thomas Hardy, and Jane Austen. I wrote A Heart for Milton because I couldn't stop thinking about the BBC miniseries North and South. I was going through a hard time in my own life, and something about the story really resonated with me. The struggles with John and Margaret and their suffering, and yet everything worked out in the end and love prevailed. And this was the reason I wanted to write the story. I wanted to save them from more suffering, and so I found a scene where something could go different and get them together sooner. And I kept thinking about this scene until it became something I had to write. And then the rest of the story was also born. I chose the title A Heart for Milton because it refers to a moment when Margaret had to decide whether she belonged in London or in Milton. In answering a secret message from John Thornton, she tells Nicholas Higgins to tell John Thornton that her heart belongs in Milton. And this is the moment that starts the whole story and gets them together sooner.